So why buy this machine from HotPOS? Well, we have so many reasons. Of course, we have our videos for help, setup and feature summaries. We have our quick setup guides from our dedicated HotPOS help website. We give the best after-sales support in the industry online via phone, email and chat. We have plenty of machines in stock ready to deliver to your store in days. Because of the ER380's robust nature and expandability with the serial ports on the right hand side, is a perfectly suited machine for high volume retail customers like convenience stores, small supermarkets, fashion chain outlets, anything that requires a barcode scanner to connect and PC software to record sales over a period of time and basic stock control. Also, the rear-facing custom display allows customers in line to quickly see the items as you're scanning them or ringing them up on the keyboard. The metal cash drawer is long-lasting. It will allow for many transactions in a day. The bearings in the side of the cash register drawer are very robust and strong, and they will allow for multiple transactions in a day. I'd just like to talk about some of the main features of the ER380M cash register and what makes it such a good retail machine. First of all, the operator display is very large and has a very clear LCD backlit screen. This allows the eye to quickly see transactions that have been recorded and quickly make corrections if required. You'll also notice there is a customer display which pops up from the rear and can rotate 270 degrees around its axis. This makes it easy for the customer to see the transactions as they're recorded. The keyboard is a very sturdy raised keyboard configuration, allowing for a lot of robust touches for a very long period of time, excellent for high volume retail environments. The cash drawer is a sturdy metal casing with metal note clips on the inside. Again, high quality, built to last, very durable. Possibly one of the best features for operators is the clamshell quick loading design printer. If we remove the printer casing, you'll see here this printer here, the paper simply drops in and the clamshell design clamps over the top. There is no feeding, no paper jams, easy to use, easy to change, no hassles. Another important feature of the Samfor's ER380M cash register are the two serial ports here on the right hand side of the machine. You can connect a number of peripheral devices to these to turn this little register into a complete point of sale machine. For example, you can connect a serial barcode scanner, you can connect to a PC to allow you to use, for example, the SamPOS software, which allows you to pull sales at the end of the day and keep track of your stock. You can also connect things like a remote printer to print to a kitchen. You can also connect a weighing scale. Just on our ER380M cash register, the Samfor's brand is the most trusted in Australia. It's been in the industry for a very long time and will continue to be so. This cash register itself has been unchanged for the last 10 years and is one of the proven performers in the Australian retail market. It comes with a full 12-month warranty. Its main point of difference is, from some of the lower models, is this beautiful, easy to read customer display, and of course it really caters for expandability in the future. With our serial ports, we can turn this machine from a simple entering price cash register to a point of sale machine with barcode scanner and PC connectivity. Today we have the Samfor's ER380M cash register. We've just pulled all the gear out of the box. What we have is the register itself. We have our packaged paper roll. We have our operation user manual and our set of keys. The first thing we're going to do is take off all the sticky bits that are holding the cash register odds and ends together through its travels. In this case, we've got a little dust cover on the top. Just comes off by two little plastic strips, like so. We then take off the paper cover to put paper in before we start. To do that, we just simply pull from the back and forward, and that lifts off like so. We then have another plastic sticky strip, keeping the paper mechanism down, and we take it off like so. We then have a release lever here, which we push, and the paper mechanism comes up. We just remove the piece of paper that's in there from the manufacturer. We then unpack our roll. It's in the black plastic. We can just rip that like so. We unzip our roll. Importantly, the roll must feed from underneath, not over the top. This is the correct way, this is the incorrect way. So paper feeding from underneath, it simply drops in the clamshell printer, paper out the front, and we simply close the lid like so. We then take our printer cover and we feed the paper through the slot like so. And then pull it through the front. There's two little lips in the front. We go in front first, and then the paper cover simply clicks into place. Alright, turn him around, face forward. We can now take our keys. We can start with the C key, because we'll be using that soon to program the cash register. We just pop that in the key lock like so, and we turn the power on the right hand side. Just turn that around for you like that. We can see the on off switch here on the right hand side of the register. We can simply then turn to on. And the cash register will have the operator display lit up. We then turn the key to register, and we can see register mode closed, and we're ready to start our quick guide. After we power up our cash register for the first time and we have our key in the register position, you'll notice on the operator display it says register mode closed. We simply need to log on for a clerk for the first time that we use the till. To do that, we press the number 1 on the numerical keypad. Then we press the clerk button located on the left hand side here in orange. We have a printout from the printer, and you'll notice it says register mode on the display. From this position we can literally start using the cash register straight away after you set it up. It's a setup for Australian GST. On our right hand side here we have our departments. These could also be called sales categories. They are how you split your sales for the end of the day. They may be something like food or drinks, which we will describe in a later chapter. If we can start entering straight away, if we have a sale, for example, for $5, we enter 500. At this point it's important to notice when entering prices into a cash register, you never use the decimal point or the cash register will beep at you. So for $5 we simply press the 5, for 00, then we allocate it to a department, in this case department 1. We may have a second item in the sale for $10 and we want to put that to sales category number 2. We simply press 1000 and department number 2. Then we can subtotal the sale. We can see on the customer display the subtotal is $15. If the customer hands you a $20 note, you simply enter the amount given, 2000, and press cash to finalise the cash. At that stage the drawer will open, and you can notice on the display it mentions the change is $5, which you hand to the customer, and you have the receipt, which can also go to the customer. You close the door and you're ready to commence your next sale. The void key is used if we accidentally allocate a sale to the wrong department, or the customer changes their mind and no longer wants that item during the sale process. For example, if we have a $25 sale, like so, we put that to department 1, and we realise actually that should have gone to department 2 after we've pressed the department button. we can void that by pressing the void key and entering in that $25 against Department 1 again. You'll notice now it says minus $25. It's reduced that sale value on there to 0. We can prove that by pressing the subtotal button. You can then enter $25 against the correct department, Department 2. Subtotal, customer gives you $50. As we finish the sale, $25 change for the customer, receipt for the customer. The next button we'll look at is called the return button. This is for returns or refunds outside of your current sale. For example, customer comes back the following day and would like to return the item for a refund of cash as they paid cash the previous day. Simply press clear to clear the screen. The customer gives you the item. You actually ring it up in the same manner as a sale, but you press return to start with. So if we're returning $25 to Department 1, we press return, we press $25, Department 1. You'll notice on the screen it does have a minus sign before the $25. We then finalise on cash. We refund the item to the customer for $25 cash from out of the drawer, give them the receipt, and that is finalised. Alright, next we're going to look at the cancel button. This is a very handy button when you first receive your cash register. It will get you out of any position you're in. If you've entered things incorrectly or you're doing training and you just would not like the item rung up to sales, you can press the cancel at any time and it will return you to a position before the sale. For example, if we press $25, Department 1, $30, Department 2, and we just want to start again. Maybe the customer does not have the money to pay, maybe we've made a mistake on the entire transaction and we just want to start again. We press cancel and that will remove the entirety of the sale, and we press clear, we start again from 0. The last button I want to show you today is called the clear button. This will be your best friend when you first start with your cash register. When you're learning, you will press buttons out of sequence and the cash register will beep at you, but never fear, the clear button will get rid of the horrid beeping sound. For example, if we just press check out of sequence, we will say, the cash register will tell us, warning, sequence error. Clear will remove that. Clear will remove the beep anytime you hear it beeping. Next, we're going to have a look at our end of day reports. The end of day reports are done in the Z position of the key lock. We simply turn our key around to Z. To get our financial report, which is the report we use for GST and balancing our day with the cash drawer, we press 1, then subtotal. You'll notice the drawer opens so you can collect your money and balance to the cash and drawer total on the tape. This tape also includes items like GST sales, annual returns, voids and cancels. Basically, this is your end of day reconciliation report. The next report is called the PLU report, which is another popular report that shows you individual transactions for individual PLUs. To run that report, we keep the key in the Z position, we press 3, then subtotal, and here we see the totals against our number 1 and number 2 buttons for the day.